This is the section where we have our beautiful, talented filmmakers to interact with all of y'all. So if you guys have a particular question for the filmmakers that are present, unfortunately not all of them could make it, but right over here we have Corazón Cantando, Katiana. A round of applause. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Show the love. There you go. Allie, Amy Baum. Madame Key, Despojo. Alexa Delgado, la Paulinita. Paula Campo Hausler, the Naked Lady. Jeez. Bite the Bullet, Dave. And it's Ursula in Ursula's representation. Machine Gun Emily. Coming Back Home, Angelica. And la que es Joy, que se me había acabado. Ahí está, Joy Castañeda, everybody. Wonderful. So, whoever wants to start, just put your hand up and let's hear it. Is there any question for one of the present filmmakers?
What makes it easier if one of the directors, there's so many films,
Yeah.
you know,
It's specific?
film on me, and we can actually figure out the question of the size of what we just saw. Because we saw so much, you know what I mean? Because we recognize who everybody is, but so much information we just have to so we can get the director and put what's on the and ask the right questions.
Sure.
Yeah. What if we just say it? Are they? Yeah. Why don't we go like person by person?
Like play their movie again? Yeah, we could.
Well, question number one, what did you learn about directing your first film?
What did we learn from directing projects? Right? We should go one by one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what
Like-
did we learn?
Yeah, let's make that a general question so I could put up the thing in the back because I'm also the projectionist.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Kat, I'm gonna give you the water too.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
When the film comes out, we'll know exactly what we watched.
So should we start? Yeah.
I'm gonna get water.
Okay.
Hi everyone. So this wasn't my first film, but the thing I learned about this particular film with the horse was the horse had one eye, you may have noticed, and it's blind in the other eye. So I learned that it was very difficult to work with a blind horse. But fun.
Touche, touche. What's your question? Here.
Hi.
What is the name of the girl?
Her name is Allie.
Where's Holly?
In Alachua, Florida. I met her through loosely related to a family member, and her mother had just died, and her father was not in the picture, and we bonded, and I was kind of really bored with all the adults I was there hanging out with anyway. They wanted to watch TV, and I was getting so bored, and then this girl showed up, and she's like, you want to go play? We dyed our hair with berries, we dyed clothes with berries, we went and investigated like a broken down barn, and we swang on the swings, and I was having so much fun. I was like, I'm so glad you got here. I was so bored. And so she's like, yeah, and you know, I really want to be in a movie one day. And I was like, I make movies. So we agreed that we should make a movie. I had a 2010 T3i on me and a kit lens, and I was like, all right, I got this little crappy thing, but let's do this. And we wrote a film, and she's so charismatic. I wish I could have like had her be able to execute lines because she's really, really interesting. But she, yeah, so we did a little musical. She's great.
And how long take you to shoot the movie with the girl?
So we wrote it the night before, and then, we just talked about doing it. I wrote it, and I picked out her little outfit, tucked her in, and she's like, oh, by the way, you want me to dress like a gangster, right? And I was like, what? No. And she's like, oh, I just figured since I'm in the movie, you want me to dress like a gangster. And I was like, no, that's not the plan. Are you cool with this outfit? But so then we got up at 6 a.m. I just wrote it that night, kind of came up with the idea with what we had. we had a horse that she loved, and so did that. And she was really sweet. She was like, I'm not sad that my mom died. I know that she's on one side of me, and my angels are on the other side, and they walk with me everywhere I go. And I was like, oh, that's so good. I just love her. I wanted to put her in a movie and honor her, and yeah. So, thank you.
Hello. What question should I? What's the question? So, what did I learn as a director? So my name is Katiana Elena. I am the writer and director of Corazón Cantando. And what I learned about directing during this production was that it was my first real production, and I feel like people don't really know how to work with people with disabilities. So I feel like the more I get out there, the more apparent it is to me. And it did make, it did bring a lot of mixed emotion during production. But experiences really teaches you how to really, it really strengthens you as a creative, as anyone. So that's what I learned during my production, was basically dealing with how different it is for me as a creative that has a vision impairment, has a disability, and I really love that I could highlight Miami and how collaborative it is to create. It really is. I mean, getting connected with people from the whole city was beautiful, and you can see that through the film. You can see the moving timeline between all of the different areas here in Miami. If you're a Miamian and you're here, you definitely related to all those locations. But yeah, that's what I learned during my first production, my first short film, Corazón Cantando.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so my name's Kiel. I was the director, artist, and executive producer for Despojo. This was my third music video that I've directed of my own, and then I've also directed and produced other people's music videos, a lot of TikTok artists. What I particularly learned from this project was I would say a lot of licensing things, if we want to talk about the logistics. If you want to talk about the logistics, honestly, getting what? The weather, yeah. I was working outdoors. I had to get licensing for outdoor public spaces. That was definitely a process. Also, the art direction was very, very, very complex. The wardrobe was, Rococo, 18th century fusion. So my particular dress I had to make by hand. I went with the seamstress. I picked the fabrics. It took months to create and build, along with the underskirt. We had to redo the wardrobe for the rest of the court. The first time that the wardrobe came in, it was not cute. And I had to revamp the whole process. And so that's wardrobe. Yeah, I really spearheaded all of the creative concepts, and there was a lot of different levels to things. I mean, this was mid-COVID that I was trying to make this happen. And, we initially had a big green screen room that went out of the way, so we had to make things more realistic. We lost a lot of locations. We had to restructure ourselves. So I would say the main thing that I learned from this project was perseverance and continuing forward, continuing with your goal, with what you initially set for yourself, not giving up in spite of whatever the world or circumstances put in front of you, and staying true to your creative concept from beginning to end. Making sure that what you set out to do and the quality of what you set out to do is the end product, no matter what. and never sacrificing what you initially wanted and making sure that that happens for you. And that's really what I had to learn and push through in this project. And I think it came out, you know, fairly well for the most part. So thank you guys so much. And that's what you have to tell yourself in life, is that as a creative, no matter what anything is put in front of you, whatever obstacles there are, you push forward, you persevere, and you make your dream a reality. So thank you guys so much.
Hi. Oh. Hello. Okay. All right. Hi, I'm Alexa Delgado, and I'm the cinematographer of The Naked Lady.
Hi, I'm Paulina, and I'm the co-creator of The Naked Lady. What we learned how to work together. It was our, we learned how to work together. It was our first project, and then after that, now we're doing one of Alexa's films, which we're super excited about. And we also learned how to do documentaries. This was our second documentary, and it was really fun.
Yes.
You guys didn't like to engage in documentary all the time just to know the real story?
Like documentaries all the time?
Yeah. Is that what you love to do?
No.
So why do documentaries?
Because we had to for school. But we. I mean, I do like doing documentaries, but at the same time, you have to shoot it and then you make the story in post, and that's kind of what's difficult. But like with fiction, you make the screenplay and then you get to shoot the story. So sometimes you find some challenges with that, but this one was really fun to do.
So Doris went to high school with my mom, and when I first moved to Florida, I was living with her, so I was seeing like all of her struggle with being a South Florida artist. And when we had to do this project, you know, she was the first person that came to mind. We were like, you know, let's know more about Doris. And it was really fun. I do enjoy documentaries, so I'm like the opposite of Alexa. I enjoy post a lot, so it was a good team. Yeah.
Hi, good night, everyone. My English is very bad, so voy en español. Okay, good. Thank you. Bien, yo soy Joy Castañeda, dirigí el videoclip que se llama La que es, la chica que le cae pintura, los hilos, ese. Y gracias. Y pues nada, es un videoclip, es mi primera dirección. Yo soy editora de video y productora, pero este fue como un reto para mí poder hacerlo. Realmente yo tengo mi compañía y tengo un director que trabaja conmigo, pero vino la pandemia y no pudimos hacer el video y me tocó a mí. Y de verdad estoy agradecida de haberlo hecho, de que se diera la oportunidad. Siento que conté apenas con 6 personas para hacerlo. Estábamos todos con mascarillas. Fue la primera vez que empezamos a trabajar en estas nuevas condiciones, en un estudio, y decidimos resolver el videoclip allí. Muy bajo presupuesto, pero creo que la enseñanza es que las buenas ideas pues no necesitan de mucho dinero, sino que necesitamos de gente alrededor profesional, creativa, que quiera hacerlo, y eso fue lo que me pasó. Soy muy afortunada de que pasara. Aquí está Oscar Sánchez, que fue uno de los cámaras, y está Clay, que es la protagonista del videoclip. Gracias, Clay. Así que pues nada, muchas gracias, espero que lo hayan disfrutado.
Hi, my name is David Brostewicki. I wrote, produced, and was one of the main principals in Bite the Bullet. Now, I did not direct it. Ursula Canovis directed it. But I guess what I can say from my experience and what I learned was just how much of a give and take I had to do with letting her kind of take my script and make it a reality. Because, you know, when I'm writing, or when a lot of people write, they see the whole film in their head. Everything, they have a movie playing in their mind. They, you know, their mind's eye is already fixated on what it's going to be like. So because I was producing, I had to, you know, I was a writer, I was going to act in it, I didn't want to direct it. So I hired Ursula, and at first, you know, it was just a lot of give and take with what she wanted to do and what her vision of the film was, not what my vision was. And I had to be okay with relinquishing control and letting her kind of, I mean, be the director. And it's very difficult to kind of just do that, but I can say that it was amazing what she was able to do. And I can't thank her enough. I wish she was here. She wasn't able to be here. And she taught me a lot as well in terms of just how to direct actors. I've directed before, but I wouldn't call myself a director. I don't enjoy directing because as an actor, it's hard for me to direct actors. I don't like being critical of actors because I know how difficult it is. Ursula is also an actress, but she doesn't have that problem, and she's able to, I guess, bring the best out of everybody. And that's what I saw with this, is she was able to bring the best out of Frank, who played James. She was able to bring the best out of Carolina, who played Lily, who was incredible, and Frank was too. I wish he was here. And me, I don't know how I was. Maybe you guys liked it, maybe you didn't, but I can tell you that just what she did with my script in this film and our performances, I can't thank her enough. So that's that.
What's the message behind this film? Like, what was your objective?
Well, what's interesting is this was originally supposed to be a much longer project. I envisioned it as sort of like a 6-episode kind of web series type thing, where this would be the first in about, 6 episodes, where we would then follow this couple as they get revenge on people who have kind of wronged them. As far as a message goes, honestly, I just wanted to write something that was entertaining, that was thrilling, that was almost fun, with a lot of dark humor, because when you're dealing with something as fucked up as this, I feel like a little dark humor goes a long way, and I kind of heard that. So, I mean, is there a deep message into it? I honestly would say no. I just wanted to write something entertaining for people to enjoy, and something that I would like to see, something that I would like to enjoy watching. I love crime thrillers and thrillers in general. That's kind of my genre, so I just wanted to do that.
Hello, my name is Emily Gateau, and I directed Machine Gun. This is not my first film, but my first music video. And with this film, I really wanted to experiment with coming up with a story that's more abstract than narrative or concrete, and using visual elements to tell that story. As a director, what I learned during this film was to work around certain elements and just problems and problem solving with maybe certain lights not being able to work, or having to shoot at ICA and then being told, hey, you can't shoot here, and then having to get permits. And overall, just it was a great experience working with these two actors, because it was long hours, but they were able to sit through it, so it was great. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Angelica. I directed Coming Back Home, and what I learned as a director is you can only do so much in pre-production, but once you're on set and you have already done everything, sometimes you can't control things. So I've learned that sometimes you just have to release control. And my mind, I work as a DP, so once I'm there on set, having the camera in my hand, sometimes the camera just takes over me, and I just have to kind of move with it and just let it flow, let the story flow through the imagery. So that's what I learned.
Yes, Guillermo.
Wonderful.
You guys did an amazing job.
So, yeah, each and every one of these ladies and the ones that are not here and that are seeing us live right now, we appreciate, this audience really appreciates the work, the hard work that you all have put in. And it's very special for FilmGate also. Again, a year ago, it's always March Women's Director, and we had to shut down. It's very profound. It's very important for us that after a whole year we could finally make this happen again. Our mission statement has always been to support everybody here in Florida, and the try to give them as much tools as possible, to offer them a platform, a home, and really to expose these marvelous actors. During the pandemic, we had a moment with Eventive, and we got a little bit global. We're still doing it. Hopefully, that is our dream, my dream, that hopefully these wonderful women expand upon, because I think each and one of them deserve it, and more that we haven't seen yet. So thank you again, each and every one of you. So right now, I believe that we are ready. We are ready for the best short.
I'm Christina Crespi. I'm the director of the Downtown Development Authority. Hello. How is everybody? I am honored and privileged to be here tonight amongst so many talented women. Thank you so much for your creativity, your energy. Thank you, Diliana and company, for hosting this in downtown Miami and for having a production studio in downtown Miami. We're creating an entertainment district. Blair.
Yes, hi, my name is Blair Late, a lifelong entertainment industry veteran and recent Miami transplant. So happy that, as you were saying before, that a year after the pandemic, we're finally able to gather in groups like this and enjoy art. So awesome. It's just an amazing time to be here. So thank you all so much. We have a top three. And prior to the top three, we have an honorable mention. So I'm going to let Christina start with that. And truth be told, the two of us did not sit next to each other, nor did we even barely speak at intermission. Yet we had equally the exact same top four. So.
I love you, Blair. So true. So all of the films were spectacular. I just want to start by saying that. They all were. But we'll start from honorable mention and go up, right? Yes. The Quinceañera for me was very honorable mention. Amazing.
Is Melanie here? Melanie Wood?
No, she's in New York.
Okay.
Melanie, if you're on the
Well,
line,
Melanie, you were amazing. Super funny, witty, down to earth, relatable, so Miami, and then some, right? And so we love that one.
Yes.
So that's our honorable mention. Congratulations.
Congrats, Melanie.
Super authentic.
Sure. Okay, so our top three. Drum roll, please, for our top three. And number three will be Madison Bumming Grits. Is Madison also not here? Hi, Madison. That's my middle name. Great name. Congratulations. It was so great. I love that it was a music video as far as the music goes, but I would love to see you explore those two characters in a narrative next time. Because I think the look of the animation, it begs for dialogue, in my opinion. I think you have such far places to go with that piece.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Kind of surprised me, honestly. Beautiful art, beautiful direction, music. I don't know if she wrote that song. We were wondering that, but it was perfect. The whole storyline. It was cute, very cute, very cute, very beautiful. All right, let's go number 2. Number 2. Let's say here. Corazón cantando. A love story. It's hard to narrate things. Beautiful. Where's Katiana Elena? Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Sound, cinematography, storyline, places in Miami. Very relatable. Beautiful lighting. Great. Beautiful. Such a beautiful love story, too. It's good to have some positivity in times of negativity right now, right? And show that love still exists. And what a beautiful story you told. Thank you.
Bravo!
And for number 1.
Number 1, you'll say it in Spanish and I'll say it in English. Number 1 is The Step.
El paso.
And that is Juliana. Is Juliana here? Oh, Puerto Rico, exactly. Amazing.
Rico! Viva Puerto Rico. Amazing. Love Puerto Rico. Love my Puerto Rican people.
And your lead actress was fantastic. Keep working, keep shooting. Both of y'all keep doing stuff together because I believe you said that was your 3rd collaboration, if I'm not mistaken. So keep collaborating because it's amazing.
It was very emotional. It made everybody in this room uncomfortable. That's cool. And then it gave a little joy at the end, right? Yes. Because she got a little bit of a forgiven past, right? What a beautiful story to tell about life in general.
And a reminder that some men are just assholes.
Well, that too. Whatever.
That's why we love the Women Film Festival.
Yes. More power to all you women. Keep making films. Keep being creative. Keep filming them in downtown Miami. And if you need help with permits, you call me. That's what I'm saying.
And Katiana, one quick question. Come here, please. Katiana, since you're the only one here in person, I wanted to ask all 3, but we'll just ask you. What is your 10-year plan? Like, what is your goal? Where do you want to be in 10 years with your art? What do you want to be doing? What's your dream you're trying to attain?
So what I see in 10 years. In 10 years, I see myself being in a position where I can do whatever I envision. At the moment, it's, we go through challenges into different situations and we lose sight of whatever we wanted to create and things happened and we end up creating what we want, but there's difficulties. But I want to be in a position in 10 years and 5 years where I can do whatever I want. And I see in 10 years,
Winning a Grammy.
I definitely see myself in 10 years already have met on Mr. Kanye West, for sure. And I do see myself trying to help my blind community here in Miami get the representations that they need and open more of the conversation for people of all disabilities. So definitely that's where I want to, that's my main goal at the end of the day, is to get whatever little influence that I have to propel inclusivity and propel and make my Miami proud. My work is, yes, and my work is not just to tell Miami stories. My stories are going to be Miami because I am from Miami, born and raised. So, yes, thank you so much for enjoying my film. Thank you so much.
You all have inspired me. Okay, we all work hard, but you all have inspired me tonight. I've never been here before for this particular festival, and continue what you're doing because it's inspiring. Thank you.
And lastly, I don't know if y'all know this, but this is the first year that 2 women were nominated for Best Director at the Oscars. 2 is not enough, so I'm glad y'all are here. And keep up the good work. So in about 5 years, we've got 6 women and then 9 women and all this amazing stuff. Because women know how to tell stories.
Who runs the world? That's right, you know it. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.